think I'm doing it right. So I'm in the league tab, and I put in the deck that I was just showing off to everyone. And I have no record right now. It was 80 points. From what I know, you just need to win about 3 games to go a little over infinite in the leagues, which seems great to me. I don't play Magic to grind or to really, you know, make a ton of online money or something. It would be nice, but I just do it just because I love playing Magic and I like playing Zoo. So let's see. Yeah, we can view the deck. Cool. I'm just looking at what my options here are. All right, cool. League details. All right, so we can just switch back between the what we're doing and not. Cool. I don't want to drop from league. I'm going to play a league match, right? So cool. Is that gonna work? Maybe it's got to find me an opponent eventually. There's 605 active players in the league. Well, we'll see if this has a short queue time. I forgot about queue times. I guess I just wasn't prepared for that. Well, let's see if that ever pans out for us. That wasn't actually that long at all. That was about oh, I didn't accept a match. Okay. Whoops, I didn't know. It just made a noise and I thought I was loved. My bad. Alright. Pause again. Okay, I accepted the match now. I accepted it. I know how to do things. Yeah, we can keep this hand. It's your basic beatdown hand. I'm looking over here at MTG Goldfish and realizing, hey man, there's a Zoo deck that you can play on tiny leaders with Marath Will of the Wild. That's dope. I should actually get that because I own pretty much all the cards that are in it because I'm like, ooh, creatures. I love them. I'm such a animal dork or something. Alright, we're up against the blue deck. Which, yeah, I would love to see if I can go into a turn 3 Geist of, or turn 2 Geist of Saint Traft. That would be amazing. And if I could survive, then I could also if my Noble survives that in time, then we can do a turn 3 Noble, turn 3 Voice of Resurgence followed by Tarmogoyf. So that's really great. We've got a Geist of Saint Traft that we're gonna want to hit. So I think our best bet is to go for a breeding pool with this. That way we still have access to both our basics, and we can get a red source eventually. We don't need a red source right now, and this is a better hand to have a blue source in our main than not. So I think breeding pool will be the correct path here. Try to explain out my reasonings for using a certain land when I'm playing 4 colors or 5 colors, because land is obviously one of the most important things to do. Then you don't want to screw yourself. Neither Reliquary is also a good card, so I gotta decide whether I want to. I had this decision earlier today too, whether I want to put my Geist of Saint Traft into a counterspell or not. I honestly think it's probably fine to do that because if I randomly draw my and I've got so many fetches here that it's almost the same amount of damage, 5/5 versus quote-unquote 6/6. That I think it's okay to try to go for the Geist. If it gets countered, cool, Tarmogoyf grows and we have a Voice of Resurgence. If I had another Wild Nicottle or something, then I would maybe go for a Wild Nicottle and Voice of Resurgence on this turn, but I don't. So I'm gonna go for the way to keep my knight the biggest. And I'm gonna just go ahead and make sure that I have all my colors that I need this time around. So we're gonna go for the Geist. See if it gets countered. If it gets remanded, alright, cool, it's not too big. It doesn't get countered, so we've got a huge play here then, basically. Maybe he had removal and that was crappy for him. He could be a Storm deck as well. playing Zero Visions and not really playing much else. He could be a Oops, I Win deck. And that being, of course, the amazing Splinter Twin deck. Probably should use some of my mana now while I still can. I'm gonna leave up the blue just to pretend like I have a counterspell or something. I haven't fully revealed that I'm Zoo yet, even though it's pretty obvious. Deceiver X-Arch. Cool. Deceiver X-Arch can't tap down my, Cool, I'll crack that in response. And we'll grab a force with it. Alright. Now the question is whether I want to go for the Tarmogoyf and just leave myself way open. I think I'm actually going to leave it open. I think I'm just going to go ahead and bluff that I've got a way to counterspell maybe. Because if he's got the Splinter Twin, I lose the game. And even me casting a Tarmogoyf is not going to help that. But if I cast a Noble Hierarch, then I still don't have, like, I'm not going to have Spell Pierce. It's not something I'm going to have here. I'll leave it open. I don't think having a Tarmogoyf is going to help me, quote unquote, get ahead. The only way I'm losing here is if he plays a Pyroclasm, which they don't have main deck, or an Anger of the Gods. So I'd rather let him sweat it than not. But if he has the Oops I Win, he has the Oops I Win. There's nothing I can do about it. So no Oops I Win. Cool. He might have it still, but we have bluffed. We have bluffed that we have Remand. Also, casting Tarmogoyf shows us that we're not necessarily a Remand deck. Same thing with Knight of the Reliquary. Right now, we look like some kind of Bant deck that's splashing red for bolts or something. I think anytime I see someone using Serum Visions a lot, like he's used 3 times this game, it means that he's in a little bit of a dire strait. That's just generally if you play Zoo and you see someone playing lots of Serum Visions against you, since it doesn't do anything against you necessarily, it means that they're not in a good position right now. He's going to try to block with the Snapcaster, so attacking with my voice isn't the best idea either. I actually think my best choice is just to cast this Qasali Pride Mage. And then leave a mana open and just attack with my Geist here, which means big damage if he lets it hit. So, I mean, he's got to block the Geist, but this is going to keep my Geist alive. Geist is a huge problem for him. And it'll win me the game eventually anyways. I don't think attacking with both just to have Geist block with a Deceiver X-Arch, and then us losing a voice is the best plan. Same result. We're going to lose a Snapcaster Mage is going to go down. He's going to lose 4 life, and we keep our Voice of Resurgence. But this now stops. We successfully maybe bluffed a turn, which bought us enough time to grab a Pride Mage, and now almost guarantee us a 1 game. So he's a tier. That's actually big info for sideboarding. If I wasn't going to win this game, I don't think I would reveal that info. Cool, we have a backup Geist. So if we attack with Well, he can flash in a Snapcaster, which I don't want him to do, and then take out our... Well, even if he takes out our Geist by snapping in a Snapcaster, we get tokens off of that, and we can always cast another Geist. So, I think it's correct to attack with both here. Yeah, I think it's correct to attack with both. Oh, he's going to Cryptic Command and give us a token. Yeah, that's fine. So at this point, we could actually hold stuff in our hand. It's not like an awful idea to do that. I'm trying to think whether or not I cast anything. I think it's perfectly fine and sound here to cast a Tarmogoyf. This is almost like an unbeatable army at this point that we have here. This also ensures that if he plays a sweeper, we at least have still enough damage to kill him with, because we don't lose. We lose our token. Anyways. Okay, sure. Nothing we can really do about that, but then he needs to survive till next turn. I don't see that happening. Because he can tap down one. No, he can't even tap down one without giving me, well, he can give me a token, but that doesn't matter if he's got the combo win. But, let's see, he can tap down one and block one. Yeah, he could still theoretically... Well, no, because then I've also got a token in the air that'll be attacking for 4. Well, he'll win at 1 life. He could still win this game. I just would keep up my like what, remand mana open like I had before and maybe scare him off. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if he had it. I'm not gonna reveal that I didn't have it. Scavenger Dues, I don't think would have won me the game. But yeah, we pressured him. Good job, pressuring. Alright, so he's a Temur twin. I don't think he's a Tarmo twin, I just think he's got green for affinity sideboard hate. And again, as my twin, I've always said with this sideboarding to bring in the Stubborn Denial and the Negate. Don't do that, guys. I like having that separate. Thank you. And also to bring in the 2 Spellskite. Spellskite being good in this matchup because it can actually eat bolts as well as, you know, Splinter Twin. And 2 Thalias. And then also Sigarda on the play. I'm not on the play, so I won't bring in my Sigarda that I don't have. But this takes the place of Sigarda, so if I was on the play, I probably would bring in the Collected Company as well. Ooh, I didn't take any stuff out. I have a high density amount of cards in my deck now. I guess I didn't lose my hand too bad. That was stupid of me. But we'll keep. He mulliganed once, huh? Yeah, I brought in more cards than I intended to, but that's my bad. Hopefully we can still win this game just because I messed up. Well, we gotta retreat to Coralhelm. That would be cute. Let's go ahead and start with this. Just so that way we can have Stubborn Denial mana open, and if we draw like a Birds of Paradise or something, we can cast it still. Fairy. So, okay. Not going to be able to counter a Fairy. That Exile's a pretty good draw here. Go for a Sacred Founder. I think it would be the correct play here, although I could argue going for a Hallowed Fountain. because I've got so much blue in my hand. Let's go with the Sacred Founder. What is it, gonna hit a remand? Yeah, it's fine. Hopefully we draw a land next turn, and then it won't matter. Blood Moon, huh? Well, that sucks. Do you have Mountain? Something to go off with? Yeah, I have Grim Lawmancer. Yeah, that sucks. Hey, Forest. That's helps us a tiny bit. Well, we're gonna lose this Blood Moon. I don't think there's really anything else we can do around for this. Well, Spellskite helps. I don't think I'm revealing too much by showing I have a Spellskite. Twisted Image. We're gonna lose this game, but we might as well just find out some info while we're here. What do you think? He sided out maybe the combo? Two Blood Moons, so he really is packing the Blood Moon hate. If he decides to try to peek at my hand or something, then I'll go ahead and concede. It's funny that we had the Aven Mind since for like the same goal. All right, so he did have the Pestermite Dealy. That's fine. So he kept his combo in. That's actually more info than he probably needed to show me. I think for a turn, 3 a turn damage would be enough to kill me. It would kill me in 3 turns. I didn't think he needs to go for this. But it's fine if he wants to end the game now, I suppose, and do something before I get something started. But I wasn't even going to win. I was so far back at this point that on mana base and everything that even if I figured somehow to kill off that Blood Moon, I wouldn't be able to do it. So I don't know. That's fine. Kind of screwed to begin with there, I guess. Yeah, we were tapped out, so we couldn't do the blue for the Stubborn Denial. But anyways, if we had the blue open for Stubborn Denial, if we got an extra land there, land drop, we actually could have probably staved off that game. Regardless, let's take out what I was going to take out since I still have a crap ton of things here. We are on the play now, so we're going to bring in the Collected Company. We're going to take out the Birds of Paradise as such. Let's see here. We're going to take out 1 Nicodle and all our bolts because we don't need them. Thalias should be in here, not the Aven Mind Sensors. What else did I say I was going to cut? Cut out 4 bolts, 2 Nicodles on the play. Oh, 2 Nicodles. So there's another Nicodle. What's going on here that I've got an extra card? Let's see here. Oh, I just messed up on my... Yeah, so I just cut out, since I'm on the play, I'm gonna cut out one more Nicodle. Is that what I cut out? Or do I keep the Collected Company out? I think Collected Company's probably fine against his deck. He probably cut some number of his combo stuffs. Going down so much on the Nicodle is not exactly what I want to do. But I'm going to do all Nicodles, because he's got bolts and stuff like that, so Nicodles aren't less useful. I think this is the hand that we want to keep, and this is the play that we want to keep. Would I like to play first? Yes. And my video went out on that video, so sorry, you couldn't see anything. But nevertheless, I lost for game 3 pretty handedly because I mulled 2-4. Game 1 I had, my opening hand I had a 1-lander, and I maybe could have survived it with my mana dork, but being on the play and knowing that I'm probably not going to draw another land, and I had like 3 drops in my hand, that I just took the educated guess and went ahead and mulled. Then I had no lands, so I mulled again, and then I had no lands, so I mulled again, and I had 1 land, and that was it for 3 or 4 turns. So mulling's bad, but sometimes you have to. I don't think I was going to win even with a full card of hands unless I like drew a land literally every turn for 2 turns. So I don't know. I don't think it was anything I could do against it. Anyways, yep. So lost that one. Crap.